What? So I'm bringing you another haul video. What do you want me to do about it? I know I wasn't supposed to go sourcing anymore, but it's my anniversary. What am I going to do? What's a girl want to do on her anniversary? Go shopping, that's what. So that's what I did. I went out shopping. And I got some stuff. Don't judge. You know, you do the same thing. You would. Yep. It's me, Margaret from Texas Gal Treasures. And yeah, I did go shopping today. I spent the last 2 days working on revising a bunch of listings, mostly with my jewelry, going through and making sure my descriptions and the condition of the item was very, very clear. I was in on our show. They had Wesley was doing shop critiques, and most of mine were pretty good. She would critique 2 of my items, and one was pretty good, and then the other one I needed to go back and look at my condition. So that kind of set me on that path of, well, you know what? That's a good point that I need to go through and double check everything, because I have some things in my shop that have been there from the early days, which is like almost 2 years ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I wasn't as accurate in my early listings as I probably should have been, because, you know, you're new and you're still learning, you're trying to figure out what to do. So I have been sitting around, and it really is my anniversary. We've been married 11 years, and so I thought, I'm going to go out and go sourcing, shopping, you know what it is, you know. And so I wanted to bring you a little haul video and show you what I got. So I picked up this I think it's cast iron, metal standing cross, and I picked it up for $3. I haven't decided if it's going to my antiques booth yet or if I'll post it online. So that is one thing. And then I picked up there were baggies of plastic figures, and this whole bag they're characters from Princess and the Frog. Now, the girl is not in there, but that's okay. So there's those ones, and then there was another bag. Some are repeats, but again, $1 for the Princess and the Frog characters. And I looked it up, and some of the characters are selling for $4 or $5 or more. I think the alligator may have been a little bit more. So for $1 for the bag, I might be able to just lot them all together, and yeah, okay. And then I got a couple others figures. This one, it's all the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. There's 3 of them, and then there's some random postal dude in there. So those were $1. I thought I'd just give them a try. And then these ones, again, figures from Peter Pan, 2 Captain Hooks, and TikTok. TikTok crap. So those were $1. And yeah, so those were some of the items I picked up. I got this Dynamo Forever Orange. This is our soccer team. It's still sealed up, but it's like the towel. It's not a towel, but it's like a towel. You know what I mean? I gotta figure out what it's called. So that's for our soccer team, or football, if you will. And I'm not quite sure what that's going for, but whenever I see Dynamo stuff, I grab it because you don't see it very often. And then I picked up this abacus. It's a vintage. It's plastic, but you know, it has the directions. That was $1 at the charity shop. So I still think I can get maybe 12 or 15 bucks for that. We'll see. And then I picked up 2 little Bibles. I haven't really sold Bibles before, but I thought, you know, there were little, small ones, vintage. So I thought I'd give them a try, you know. The Order of Rainbow for Girls. Let's see what this one says. Oh, same thing. The Order of Rainbow for Girls. Oh, there you go. And then I picked up some other vintage books and not so vintage books. This one is Boris and the Monsters. I love the vintage books, you guys. I picked up 2 golden books. These are not old ones. Thomas and Mickey's Christmas Carol. Picked up this one, Morgan and You. It's a serendipity book. We used to have those when I was little. So that brings back memories. And then a Richard Scarry big schoolhouse book. This one might be going into FBA. And then a couple others. My pile is falling, y'all. Okay. This one's Bunny Tales, and it's got all sorts of little bunny stories and poems in there, pictures, you know, all vintagey. Vintagey, is that a word? And then these two, I haven't decided if we're keeping or if we're sending in Australia's kangaroos and Australia's koalas. Look how cute. Chuchu cuddle with me. Quack, quack. Meep, meep. I don't know what they say. Then this is another vintage book, Moose, Goose, and Little Nobody. Oh, poor little nobody. Never mind. my little boy, he's got a little gray kitty cat stuffed animal, and he named it Nobody Kitty. He got it when he was 2, and he named it Nobody. So, which reminds me of Neil Gaiman, because if you have read The Graveyard Book, the character's name, the boy's name is Nobody Owens, and they call him Bod. But I just thought it was so weird, like, what 2-year-old names their stuffed animal Nobody? Anyway, this is another vintage book, Attic of the Wind, and that will probably go on Etsy. And then this one, I have no idea how it's going to do. It's Rigoletto fun. For all of you opera fans out there, all of those child opera fans that want to have an activity book for Rigoletto. How many pianos do you see? That's my child's dream. And then this, here, I'll save this one. And then I got another Richard Scarry book, and this one's Huckleberry Cats, busiest day ever. This one's probably going to FBA as well. And then this one is a vintage Walt Disney Alice in Wonderland book, and I think it's 1951. 1951. And I've seen a few different for sale from the $25 range, and then somebody has it on Etsy for $150. Listed as a first edition, but it's the same exact book, so I don't know. What I do know is that I don't want my mom to see it. You don't see this, mother. Because my mom is obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. She collects. She even turned my bedroom, when I moved out, into Alice bedroom. So, mine, Mom, hands off. So I guess, you know, she could be collecting worse things like Precious Moments or something weird like that. All right, next, I got a dragon on a rock, and he's holding a special little crystal under there, and, you know, it's cool. He was $4. I have zero idea of what he's going to go for, but I'm sure I can get more than $4 for him. It's kind of cool looking, though. He's protecting his precious. And then another dragon. This one is on some amethyst. It's smaller, but he is also protecting his hoard, and he was $4 as well. So those were fun. These ones are fun too. I've got to find out some more about them. It's not $4. They're little, I don't even know what they are. They're little art pieces, I guess, but they're on sort of a canvas woven fabric. And they're, you know, maybe for a man cave. Look, there's the moonshiner. And then there's the dog drinking the martini or wine or something. Anywho, yeah, and they're signed Theo. Ooh, there's some yuck on that one. But I thought the moonshiner one was super awesome. I have no idea. I looked up Theo, artist, woven, and there's a really awesome artist that is not this one that has done stuff with woven sculptures and things, but I don't know. Those will go on Etsy. And I picked up some jewelry as well. I picked up this. It's a Whiting & Davis watermelon, I don't know how to say it, ravioli or whatever you call it. And it's a cool ring. So, and it adjusts a different way too. The band kind of goes into that hole, and you can kind of pull it out. It's ginormous. So that was $3, and then I had another ring that was $3, and it is an etched glass unicorn ring, and it is not marked, but when I looked it up, I found one exactly the same that was also Whiting & Davis, and it had like an earrings that went with it, and the set that the lady was selling, the ring and the earrings, she was selling for $75. But I don't know. I mean, would I still market Whiting and Davis? Because it's not marked on the piece. But I've seen another piece that is exactly the same that is Whiting and Davis. Do I take the chance? What would you do? I don't know. And also at the same place, I picked up this. It's like a key chain. It's called a King's Key Finder. And I've seen some of these also for sale on Etsy and eBay from anywhere from like $10 to $40. But mine is awesome, and it's got the original tag, vintage tag on there. So that might help it fetch a better price. Plus it's green, and green is awesome. And I got another necklace, amethyst, and it looks like a bunch of grapes on a silver chain with some more little amethysts thrown in there. And that was, oh gosh, it was either $2 or $3. I'll have to go back and look. So I think it was $3. So yeah, that'll be cool to sell. Grapes. Winemaker, and then a pin. I found a nice brooch that, I don't see there's some mark on there, but I don't know what it is. And it's a bird, possibly like a hummingbird. And it's all enamel and little crystal rhinestones on there. I'll have to pull out my little loop and see if I can read that. There's something there, but I can't read it. And then last, or almost last, these were in the 10-cent bin. It looks like a key, little tie clip, and then a little brass or copper bangle bracelet. And last but not least is the piece de resistance. Oh my gosh, if I can get it up here. Super Space Pinball, yo. And I got the batteries in it when I got home, and it works. Woo! It was right in my ear. So yeah, it works. Let me see if I can. It's gonna blast me out. Oh no, it's not gonna do it. I want you to see it. I want to see it light up. God. I have to do some editing on this one. You get the point. So that was $2. It's okay. The only thing is on this one is that I didn't realize it, so I brought it home and started testing it, that it's missing legs. I guess there were some legs that snapped in right here because you can't play it flat. It just won't work. Maybe you can. But anyway, I propped it up on a book. I'll need to look. The only one I saw so far was on Amazon, brand new, selling for I think $50. Yeah, I need to, like I said, need to check it out and see what's the deal. Does it come up? Is it supposed to have legs, or do they just play it like this? It seems like it would need the gravitational pull to get the ball to fall the right way. So yeah, that is my haul for my anniversary. 11 years, we made it. Woohoo! And yeah, like I said, I'm working on cleaning up some of my listings, making them more accurate and more descriptive, and also, took a bunch of pictures so I can work on listing more items as well. So everything's going in the right direction, and I am sort of balancing out a little bit more of not just buying, but also working on listing and selling, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, supposed to be doing. I mean, who really is going to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, let me know what you think. I had a question earlier. I was asking, if you know anything about these little doodads, or what would you go ahead and list it if you saw another item exactly the same that said the manufacturer and said what it was? Would you give your mom the Alice in Wonderland book, or would you not? That's a question. Yeah. Her birthday's coming up. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I really, really, really do enjoy watching the comments, reading the comments. And make sure to follow me on Facebook at Texas Gal Treasures. And go out and enjoy yourselves, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.